Spencer, it finished 0-0 here at Wingate and Finchley this afternoon, which means we have to do it all again in the replay on Tuesday. Do you think it was a fair result?
It was a fair result because we had no quality. Obviously we dominated the game. Easy red card should have been in the first 5 minutes. It's as blatant as you're going to get. His excuse, it was distance out, was just scandalous. There's arguably another red card for a two-footer on Alfie, but we didn't look after the ball properly. We weren't a threat with the ball, really. Loads of long throws, nobody going near it. The keeper's not really had much to do. Give them credit. They worked really hard. They're looking for a counter, a moment, but Jack hasn't had I think he's had one header from no distance and cut the balls across the box. But they're a threat because they're quick, and you come to a cliche of, well, at least we're still in it. We're still in it, and these games are about getting through, and we're still in it. We're at home, but we can't turn up like this in 52 hours and win. We've got far too many people underperforming. The quality of passing on a beautiful pitch was just diabolical. The decision making, more injuries. You know, Sid off, Connor off. That's collarbone. So we're falling apart. I've had the most from such a big positive situation on Tuesday night with what the club done. Since Wednesday morning, I'm totally exhausted and drained, and we've not worked hard enough today. The quality has deserted us. There were only a couple of lads. I have to say, I thought Robbo was magnificent, really fantastic. And we've got far too many people that aren't sharp enough, that aren't fit enough, that aren't playing well enough. People that played well for us before, and we've just spoken to them at length. And this tie is very far from done. Make no mistake. This tie is so far from being done because we've got a lot of issues. You know, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that will come apparent the last few days I've had, and there's a lot of work to be done. I'm doing a staggering amount of work. I'm exhausted, and the players, they haven't got the hunger. Some of them at the moment, they're not performing at the levels we require. They think they are, but they're not. You can't have that amount of set-piece throws and not really create much of it. And we couldn't pass the ball properly. There's no point going short. So congratulations to Wingate. They get another go. They'll be bang up for it. We need our fans behind us. We need a reaction. There's a lot of hard feeling to do, and it's easy to feel sorry for ourselves with injuries. But I've got a lot of senior players here that are massively underperforming with their levels of fitness. Players that aren't fit today, and we've still got a really big task on Tuesday night, that's for sure.
And it's been a couple of games now since we scored from open play. How do you find a solution to that?
Well, I mean, you've got quality players on the pitch that aren't performing. It's quite simple. In other circumstances, you'd be making changes. You know, I thought, our wing backs were poor. I thought our centre mids were poor. I thought our number 10s were poor. Alfie didn't get much surface. There's lots going on with Alfie at the moment. You know, he's given his all. And I think it's summed up by when I made the final decision, who did I want to bring on? I wanted to go to the club legend, CJ, because I know he's absolutely going to put a shift in. As I said, no dispute, I thought the back three generally defended well. Robbo was magnificent, but generally the rest of them on the outfield didn't look like creating much, not working hard enough, not sharp enough. And it's not good enough. That's the simple fact of it. It is not good enough. I know our home form is very, very good, but it's not good enough to turn up one week and not the next. And there's too many senior players that are not performing. And if they don't start to perform very quickly, then there will have to be changes, because this is our inconsistency is our consistency. You know, it's but very good players are struggling. As I said, the referee today was absolutely shocking. That's, I said, the easiest red card, and for last man, he's clean through. I mean, it's ludicrous, but we've not done enough. So ultimately, as much as we've probably had, 75% possession and certainly dominated the territory, we haven't created an awful lot. And congratulations to Wingate. I thought they defended very, very well, and they were always a threat on the counter with the pace, even though they didn't really do much with it. But as I said, this tie's not done. Please get everybody down to ours on Tuesday night. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got to patch ourselves up. It's a very quick turnaround, and I've made it very clear to the players, very clear that we need an awful lot more from this group. The club does a fantastic job to put this squad together on the pitch. I'm not looking at me. I'm talking about the club. And at the moment, they're not giving it back enough. And that's the whole squad. That's not just the players who played today. It's not good enough at the moment.
And you brought in defender Henry Hawkins on loan from QPR this week. Can you tell me how that one's come about?
Yeah, obviously a left-footed centre half is something we don't have at the club. Obviously Jordan's been doing very well there, but he's injured. CJ's missed a lot of pre-season. He can play there, but he needs games. These loans that you pick up from league clubs are important to strengthen the squad. And you've seen again, Sid struggles again, and off he comes. Bawley suspended. We needed to strengthen, particularly for today. As I said, there are things going on around the club at the moment, and it was a good opportunity. He came in training. He's obviously a big lad. He's a footballing left-sided centre half, so it gives us options there. And we need strength and depth. I mean, look at this state of us. We could name 5 subs today, and that includes CJ's come back. And 2-3 weeks ago, we had 4 or 5 players that could be in the stands. We put lads out on loan, and suddenly, we've got this position. We've got a lot of games coming. We have to look at it very seriously. We keep picking up injuries. Connor's now done his collarbone. Obviously, for Levy, who knows? Taylor's just coming back. We're really struggling with the injuries. Sid off again. Jordan out. So it is very, very difficult at the moment. But no excuse for the level of performance here. Fabulous pitch, and great opportunity. In the last 10 minutes we had 11 on 10 and just didn't do anywhere near enough. The quality of the set pieces, the passing, just not good enough. But look, we're still in it. It's difficult not to overreact because I'm gutted, I'm angry, but we've got another chance, and I've made it very clear to them. If they think this tie's done, they're deluding themselves, and they won't be here very long. We've got to prepare right. Wingate are a set up. They've worked really hard. They've done some couple of players missing again. I'm sure they'll change. But look, we go again Tuesday night, and we've got to finish the job.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spencer, and good luck for Tuesday.
Thanks very much, Dom.